Hey, good morning everyone, and welcome to the PivotBoss Pre-Market Report for Friday, December 15th, 2017. I'm Frank Ochoa, aka PivotBoss. Here's a look at the daily time frame of the ES. Continued trend up right now. We had the FOMC key level form at 26.69 quarter, so that was 3 ticks lower than what I mentioned yesterday. My apologies, I needed to correct that. And right now, price is holding just below that area after being initially offered and pulling back. Obviously, we're pulling back in a downtrend, which could lead to further strength. But overall, up here, prices have been kind of just lingering. We haven't just been running off right now. And if there's any failure to really hold, above 26.65 or so, we could be actually pulling back a little bit more. The trigger zone is a little bit lower, the ideal entry zone. You also have an LVN right there. You have prior lows right here in this area, so that makes a much better opportunity for a buy. But we haven't been coming back to that level every time. You can see we were in here this time, we were in there that time, but we fell just shy of these other times. So we'll see if we get a little bit more pullback here. And again, 26.65 is going to be the level to watch there to see if we start to fail back a little bit. If we look at the NQ, it looks very similar. Been holding at highs, but not really bursting through there. We talked about this trading range that's been developing. This is a great trading range right here. You have 62.40 on the downside here, 64.40 on the upside. So you basically have a 200-point range here where prices have been back and forth. Right now we're sitting at the upper edge over the last few days. And you can see on a 5-day range basis here, prices are compressed. So right here, as of yesterday, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, this 5-day range is much smaller than the average 5-day range we've been seeing going backwards. So that could tell us that we're due for an increase of volatility soon. If prices can't maintain acceptance above 64.40, we could be looking at a swing move back to support. That could provide a rinse of those stops and then a return back toward highs. Overall, the market's been trending up, so if you do look to sell at the upper edge here, you got to be more disciplined and careful about it. You got to look for a better signal. Right now we're just kind of holding, building that energy, and it could still come. But again, the general flow has been to the upside, so you have to be careful. We could continue to build even above this high a little bit here before we actually see a pullback. So again, just watching for early signs of weakness to see how this thing's going to shake out. Again, any pullback, still an opportunity to buy until proven otherwise. Here's crude oil. Crude oil is still coiling up within its range here. It's formed a very nice range where most of the trading action has occurred here since basically the beginning of November. Right now we've kind of coiled toward the apex of that pattern. Yesterday we had a failed new low, and in the trading room we were looking for a swing move up over the next 2 days or so back toward 58s, 57.70 to 58. And so far we got a great first day move off those lows. Today we push right back to the previous close, and again the close has been very important this month. That's the previous month's close, that white dotted line, and it's been trading right at and around it throughout the month. So we could continue to see that. Again, if bulls can continue to hold here above 57s, there's a shot to continue up and get those 58s, but for the most part we're still stuck in the range until we see expansion. So we got to be careful here until we see true expansion out of this instrument here. Now let's take a look at gold. Gold right here bouncing off of 1240. If you look at the intraday chart, price got below 1240, tried to go again, failed new low, and popped back above it quickly and never came back. A pretty strong short-term rejection. I mentioned yesterday bulls have a shot to defend 1250. If they can hold 1250, there's a little bit more bounce to come. But still, any bounce still looking to be defended by bears until proven otherwise right now. But again, this 1250 is very important. If bulls keep price above that level, we could be headed right back to value at 1280. All right, one quick update here. The next 2 weeks, I will be out of the trading room. I'll be taking those off. But I will be providing pre-market reports for the days where the market will be open. So there will be pre-market reports to look forward to, but we will not be having the trading room sessions. All right, that's it for now. Let's see how this plays out heading into the rest of the session. Good luck, trade well, happy holidays. And for those of you in the trading room, we'll have another day today, and we'll be back at it after the new year. All right, everyone, take care, and I'll talk to you soon.